Walter?
Here.
Leshouse?
Here.
Lehman?
Here.
Mawerham?
Here.
Legislator Mosher has been excused. Osborne?
Here.
Dahlhoff.
Here. Please stand for the face of the flag for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The 12-3 board meeting minutes stand approved unless someone would like to offer amendment. Report of the Finance and Rules Committee per Rule 6. Terry?
The Finance and Rules Committee has met. They recommend to waive the rules to act upon late resolutions this evening, or this morning. I'm sorry.
Need a motion? Tom, second. Greg? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carries. I'll now open the public hearing for comments on local law intro number 11-2019, providing for an increase in salaries for certain local officials. Is there anyone here that would like to comment on that? If not, we'll move on to privilege of the floor. Is there anyone here that would like privilege of the floor? Presentations of petitions, communications, and notices. Terry.
Yes, Christina Schneider has submitted her resignation from the Lewis County Industrial Development Board of Directors effective December 31, 2019. A letter of thanks was received from Warren Shaw as president of the Crogan Volunteer Fire Department for the county's one-time $2,000 payment, which has been allocated toward their next fire apparatus purchase. U.S. Senators Schumer and Gillibrand, Congresswoman Stefanik, New York State Senators and Assemblypersons, the New York State Sheriff's Association, and the New York State District Attorneys Association had each acknowledged receipt of this board's resolution urging a delayed implementation of the bail and discovery reform laws. The Columbia and Essex County legislatures had each forwarded resolutions that also urged delayed implementation of the bail and discovery reform laws.
Thank you. Reports of county officers and departments.
Pursuant to Local Law 2 of 2007, Lewis County Code Enforcement Official David Brown submitted a report to the board to inform of his inspection and recommendation that the Board of Legislators order the demolition and removal of the fire-damaged structure located at 7525 South State Street in the village of Loudville. And pursuant to Local Law 2 of 2007, Mr. Brown also informed receipt of a written complaint about the property at 3219 North Main Street in the village of Constableville. He forwarded the owner a violation and compliance order directing to immediately secure the structure and directing repair or demolition, granting 30 days or until January 10, 2020 for compliance. And that concludes reports.
Thank you. Reports of standing committees. Brian is not here, but I think Tom, you have a motion.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a motion to approve the renewal of the Lewis County Self-Insurance Excess Liability Insurance Policy with Midwest Employers Casualty Company for the calendar year of 2020 for a premium of $78,303.
Moved by Tom, second by Ron. Discussion? I think this is what Terry actually within $1,000 of last year.
Yes, less than $1,000.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Jerry, General Services Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this point in time, I have nothing.
Thank you. Any questions for Jerry? If not, we'll move on to Greg, Health and Human Services.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The only thing I have
for the board today is a motion. Motion to authorize Public Health Planner Joseph Austin to travel to Dallas, Texas for a preparedness summit from March 30th to April 3rd, 2020.
Moved by Greg, second by John. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
That's all I have for you to take this through.
Any questions for Greg? Thank you, Greg. Dick, hospital representation.
Nothing at this time.
Thank you. County manager report, Ryan.
Nothing at this time, thanks.
Thank you. Patty, treasurer's report.
Nothing to report, Mr. Chairman.
We still have money though.
Yeah. I'm leaving you with a full bank account.
Bravo.
That's good, Patty.
You're leaving us with the bank account?
Oh, no, I'm not taking you with me.
Well, we thought it was your personal bank
Yeah.
account. We knew the taxes would go
No,
down.
that won't get you.
Report of the Finance and Rules Committee per Rule 7.
The Finance and Rules Committee reports that they've examined the claims presented for payment in the total amount of $461,883.85 and recommend that they be audited and allowed for the amounts claimed.
Need a motion?
Motion.
Ron, second by John. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Resolutions.
The first resolution done is to audit and allow the claims in the amount of $461,883.85.
Moved by Ron, second by Greg. Any discussion? Roll call, Jerry, please.
Burns,
Yes.
Chartrand,
Yes.
King,
Yes.
Calder,
Yes.
LaChaux,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Halverhan,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Dahlhoff.
Yes.
Authorizing the county to enter into an agreement with ABJ Fire Protection Company for sprinklers and backflow preventer inspections at the JCC Education Center.
Moved by Andrea, second by Jerry. Discussion.
Is this somebody new or did we go out for request for proposal?
Same company.
Same company.
Same company, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing agreements between the County Highway Department, Solid Waste, and Recreation, Forestry, and Parks, and Lewis County Building and Grounds with the Lewis County General Hospital Occupational Medicine for drug testing.
Moved by Ron, second by Tom. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Approving supplemental agreement between Lewis County and National Grid to cover additional LED lighting upgrades at public safety buildings.
Moved by John, second by Greg. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing renewal agreement between the county and Thousand Fruits Elevator Corporation.
Moved by Ron, second by Tom. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Amending compensation plan of the county, authorizing creation of a temporary deputy clerk of the board for up to 1 week.
Moved by Andrea, second by John. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
To appoint member to Alcohol and Substance Abuse Subcommittee of the CSB.
Moved by Ron, second by Jerry. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Appointing members to Developmental Disabilities Subcommittee of the CSB.
Moved by Tom, second by Greg. Discussion. All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
To appoint members to the Mental Health Subcommittee of the CSB.
Moved by Greg, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
To authorize an agreement with Albany Medical Center for morgue and laboratory services for the Lewis County Coroner.
Moved by Ron, second by Randy. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing agreements between the District Attorney's Office and various providers of services.
Moved by Tom, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing Lewis County to participate in bi-county hazmat grant awarded to Jefferson County and New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services.
Moved by Ron, second by Tom. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
To appropriate the funds and fire emergency management for the hazmat grant of $13,000.
Moved by Dick, second by Randy. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Approving agreement between Lewis County Highway Department on behalf of the county and Barton and Judas for culvert replacement on County Route 51 West Road.
Moved by Ron, second by Andrea. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Approving agreement between the County Highway Department and Barton and Judas for professional engineering services for River Road Bridge crossing, Town of Harrisburg.
Moved by John, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
To appropriate funds in the Transportation Department.
Moved by Jerry, second by Ron. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing contract with McCluskey Law Firm for conflict defender services.
Moved by Tom, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing agreement between Lewis County Public Health Agency and South Lewis Central School for preschool special education program services.
Moved by Andrea, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Authorizing one-on-one aid under preschool-related program services.
Moved by Randy, second by Dick. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Appointing members to Labor Management Safety Committee.
Moved by Ron, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Congratulations, Cassandra. And thank you. Authorizing agreements between Lewis County Sheriff's Department and various vendors.
Moved by Tom, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing discharge of mortgage, Bartlett property.
Moved by Dick, second by Randy. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing agreement between Department of Social Services and Laboratory Corporation of America Holdings.
Moved by Jerry, second by Greg. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Directing Lewis County General Hospital to reimburse penalty fee to Lewis County Self-Insurance.
Moved by John, second by Ron. Discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Carries.
Authorizing agreement between Lewis County General Hospital Occupational Medicine and Lewis County Self-Insurance Plan for firefighter physicals.
Moved by Randy, second by Jerry. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
We're not, the time is not elapsed enough to adopt and close the hearing, so.
All right. So we're going to move on to 3 resolutions that I am going to read. This is resolution number 530 to commend and recognize Linda Hoskins. Whereas Linda D. Hoskins commenced employment with Lewis County on July 23, 2007, when appointed by Teresa Clark as Deputy Clerk of the Board of Legislators. And whereas on March 27, 2012, Linda was appointed by the Lewis County Board of Legislators as Lewis County Real Property Tax Director. And whereas Linda D. Hoskins successfully campaigned and became the first female Lewis County Clerk, aptly assuming that role effective January 1st, 2016, which included responsibilities of the Department of Motor Vehicles, as well as Records Management Officer and oversight of the record storage building, the post from which he will retire effective December 31st, 2019. Whereas we wish to commend Linda D. Hoskins for her knowledgeable leadership to implement several upgrades and procedural changes for enhanced efficiency of the expansive county clerk operations, while ultimately guiding the transition of the Department of Motor Vehicles into a new facility location and implementing procedures for improved customer service. Now therefore be it resolved as follows, that the Lewis County Board of Legislators and his friends and colleagues wish to record their appreciation for the dedicated and valuable services rendered by the County Clerk Linda D. Hoskins and recognize her exemplary public service throughout her tenure with the County of Lewis. As an enduring record and mark of respect for Linda D. Hoskins and to recognize her honorable and sincere public service, this resolution shall be printed in the official record of the proceedings of the Board of Legislators of the County of Lewis, and a copy thereof forwarded to Linda D. Hoskins. Moved by John, second by Randy. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Thank you, Linda. Let's see her here. Next, you're in the hot seat, Penny. Resolution to commend and recognize Patricia O'Brien. Whereas Patricia O'Brien commenced employment with Lewis County on March 31st, 1986 as an account clerk in the Lewis County Treasurer's Office under County Treasurer Dickinson G. Fowler, thereafter being promoted to account clerk typist, principal account clerk, and senior account clerk titles. And whereas on January 4th, 2005, then Lewis County Treasurer Vicki A. Roy, recognizing her knowledge and qualifications, rightfully appointed Patricia O'Brien as Deputy County Treasurer. And whereas upon the resignation of the Treasurer of the Lewis County Board of Legislators unanimously appointed Patricia O'Brien to fill the Lewis County Treasurer position, duties of which she aptly assumed effective on January 16, 2011, simultaneously serving in the roles of Deputy Budget Officer, Tax Enforcement Officer, and Health Plan Administrator. Whereas Patricia O'Brien successfully campaigned and served 2 successive 4-year terms as Lewis County Treasurer and will retire effective December 31st, 2019. And whereas we hereby commend Patricia O'Brien for her knowledgeable and conservative leadership that were integral to accomplish the favorable county financial status she will probably relinquish to her successor. Now therefore be it resolved as follows, that the Lewis County Board of Legislators and friends and colleagues wish to record their appreciation for the dedicated and valuable services rendered by the County Treasurer, Patricia O'Brien, and recognize her exemplary public service throughout her tenure with the County of Lewis. As an enduring record and mark of respect for Patricia O'Brien and recognition for her honorable, sincere public service, this resolution shall be printed in the official record of the proceedings of the Board of Legislators of the County of Lewis, and a copy thereof forwarded to Patricia O'Brien. Moved by Dick, second by John. Any discussion? All in favor?
Thank you.
I asked if we didn't know if you'd have to say, and they said no.
And that carries, by the way. Resolution number 532, in memoriam of John O. Boyd. Introduced by Legislator Lawrence Dahlhoff, Chairman of the Board of Lewis County Legislators, whereas John Boyd of West Road, Lowell, New York, peacefully departed this earth life earlier today, December 19, 2019. Whereas John O. Boyd was chosen by his electorate and respectfully served 6 consecutive terms as a representative for District Number 4 on the Lewis County Board of Legislators from January 1, 2002 through December 31st, 2013. Whereas he was commonly and fondly referred to as the mayor of New Bremen, where he lived most of his life. Whereas John O. Boyd staunchly advocated for his constituents through local, state, and federal representatives, vying for resources for community improvements, but mostly particularly for his fellow firefighters and the New Bremen Volunteer Fire Department, of which he was a lifetime member. Now, therefore, be it resolved as follows, that it is proper for us as friends and members of this Board of Legislators to record our recognition and appreciation for the sincere, dedicated, and valuable services rendered by our former colleague and elder statesman, John O. Boyd. That is an enduring record and mark of enduring respect for our comrade, John O. Boyd, an honorable and dedicated public official. This resolution shall be printed in the official record of the proceedings of the Board of Legislators of the County of Lewis, and a copy thereof forwarded to the family, John O. Boyd. Moved by Ron, second by Dick. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And I think we're still short on time, right, Terry?
3 minutes. You could do 5:29 if you wanted.
And would have any couple of comments or Sudoku or anything like that?
We can do 529, Larry.
We can do 5. Where is
Zach's here. The last one.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you would wait
We have more than a Sudoku for that.
Okay. You gonna read this one, Terry, or you want me to?
I guess I can read it. Want me to read the whole thing? Resolution to schedule the 2020 organizational meeting, introduced by Legislator Lawrence Dahlhoff, Chairman of the Board, that pursuant to Section 151, Subdivision 1 of the county law, the Lewis County Board of Legislators hereby schedules their 2020 organizational meeting to be held on Tuesday, January 7, 2020, to begin at 5 p.m.
Moved by Randy, second by Tom. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carries.
There, if you wanted to report the reappointment that's on the bottom of your order of business sheet. Good.
Okay. Other business, I announce Chairman's reappointment of Fred Monk to the Agriculture and Farmland Protection Board for a 4-year term. Does anyone else have any business that they'd like to discuss? We have 2 minutes left. John?
I just would like to thank everybody for all the help you've given me, and I miss it over here.
Thank you.
Great, girls. Julie.
Nick, I'll even thank you, Nick. Ryan, Patty, thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the time and all of your support. Thank you.
Thank you for the time.
The chocolates
Little
are
leaky butter
from me, by the way.
We wondered where the chocolate came from.
The chocolates are from me. I ran out of time to do the two from, but thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, we thought it was Santa.
What's the difference?
Not much.
To that one.
Frank, one you should list.
Yeah, right.
We can take a 5-minute recess. We'll take a 5-minute recess and come back and do this last one. Great, so we're holding the show.
Have to give her a free warning.
Sorry.
It's reflecting your salary.
Yeah.
Anyone have any comments on local law number 11, 2019? If not, we will close that public hearing at this point.
And now you have Resolution 528, that is adopting and otherwise treating local law number 1, 2020, providing for increases to salaries for certain local officials.
Moved by John, second by Tom. Discussion. All in favor?
Now, roll call, please.
Whoops.
Burns,
Yes.
Chartrand,
Yes.
King,
Yes.
Colzer,
Yes.
Lashos,
Yes.
Lehman,
Yes.
Morahan,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Delhoff.
Yes.
I believe that concludes.
Do we have any other business? If not, motion to adjourn. Ron, second. Tom, all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.